Hey YouTube, how are you guys doing? It's the Fine Tech here today. Welcome to another life story. This is episode 4 of the life story series on my channel, so let's get started. Alright, before we actually get started, I just want to let you know I'm not going to include a webcam in this specific video just because I look really tired and I literally have my eyes closed when I'm recording this video. Let's get right into the story. So this took place in 4th grade, so just like my life story in 4th grade. Now this was in the beginning of 4th grade, this was like in the middle of the year or something like that. So this was my second year at this new school. You know, it was a charter school. If you guys don't know what a charter school is, it's basically like a mixture between like a public and a private school. That's like the most basic way I can define a charter school. So we had, you know, a big cafeteria. We were eating lunch this 4th grade day. On this day we were in 4th grade. I guess that didn't really make sense. Yeah, we were eating lunch with the homies, with the squad. You know, we had the Lunchables, and this had a pretty big cafeteria, and in our cafeteria we had a traffic light. Yes guys, we had legit a traffic light. It was red, green, and blue. Or wow, okay, I'm stupid. It was red, green, and orange / yellowish. So the red light meant that we can't talk at all. We had to be silent during the lunchtime. The green light meant we can just we can you know, scream, we can shout, we can talk normally because we were in 4th grade. And the yellow light means we had to have our inside voices on. We had to you know, talk quietly, I guess. So at this time, the yellow light was on, so everyone is, you know, just talking quietly. There's another rule saying that you can't really bring toys or anything to school. And you know, I being, you know, the thug in the school, brought my Hot Wheels. If you guys don't know what Hot Wheels are, they're basically just these little toys, toy cars. You can bring in little toy cars. So I brought my Hot Wheels, and you know, I bought a new pack of Hot Wheels the other day, and I brought my best car. It was like a Lamborghini something, and I brought it in. It was gold. It was gold. Oh my god, guys, I remember this car. Oh my god. It helped me through the hard times. So I brought this car in one day, and you know, I was just playing with it. Some of the other kids brought in their cars, and we weren't supposed to bring in our cars, but you know, so the lunch lady saw us using these cars, and she just came over. This was the meanest lunch lady. She was 60 years old or something like that, and she just took our cars without saying anything. And you know, I was about to cry. I was like, can I get my car back? And she said no. She didn't even tell me that I'd get it back later. She just told me no. And I was about to cry, so I was you know, I was moving around in my seat and I didn't know what to do, so I just, you know, I just sat there. And you know, I didn't learn from the situation, so the next day I brought in my other car. And now this was, you know, it was an okay car. It was a mediocre car. It was a green. So the lunch lady saw me using it again, and she, oh my god, guys, she took it again, and she literally looked at my friend who was using his car, and she did nothing. She just let him use it, and she just smiled and left. So the lunch lady, I guess she was a grandmother or something, and then one day her her son or her grandchild, I don't know who it was, he was our age, he came into the cafeteria. I guess she couldn't really leave him at home. He was sitting at a table by himself with some other lunch ladies who weren't on their duty at that time. And guys, I kid you not, I saw him using my cars. He had the 2 Hot Wheels she took from me, and you know, he was just playing with it like nothing happened. And oh my god, guys, I got so mad. I threw my lunch on the floor. I literally went up to his table and just, you know, I was like, hey, can I be your friend? And something like that. And he was like, yeah, sure. And he seemed a bit younger than us, but he was our height or something like that. So I was like, can I play with your cars? And he was like, yeah, sure. So he gave me the green one. You know, he took the better one for himself. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna use the bathroom. And he was like, you gotta ask the lunch lady. And I was like, nah, I already did. So, you know, I took the green car with me in the bathroom, and I just hid it somewhere in the toilet or somewhere near the toilet or something like that. And I went back and I was like, can I see the what's it called, the golden car? And he just let me see it. You know, he was eating his lunch, so I went back to the cafeteria and I just hid it there. And I came back to the cafeteria and he was like, where are my cars? And I was like, oh, I just gave them to your grandmother or something like that. I technically stole my cars, guys. I stole my cars from another person. And you know, he didn't worry, he didn't care. He was like, all right, whatever. And he just went back to his grandmother to ask for extras. And you weren't even allowed to get extras, but you know, he was allowed to get extras. He had connections in the system with the lunch ladies. So at the end of the day, I just went back to the bathroom, picked up my cars, and just went home with my mom. So I never brought any toys back. So that's not the end of the story, guys. So, you know, I was in the lunch, you know, just enjoying my lunch another day, and it was on red. So the traffic light was on red, and we couldn't talk at all. And I was doing some classwork. It wasn't even homework. I did all my homework at home like a good kid, but it was just some classwork. I don't know. I guess I was kind of a nerd, so I just did like math problems for fun back in the day. So, you know, I was just doing those, and I'm pretty sure like my teacher said that I was like extra credit or something like that. And I was legit, I'm kidding you not, I had like one question left. It was like 32 minus like 6 or something like that. I don't know. So I had one problem left, and the lunch teacher, the mean one, she just oh my god, guys, I wanna like just do that to her right now. No, I'm just kidding. But she just like came up to me and just took my like worksheet, and she just like crumpled it up and threw it like on like another table where like the lunch lady sat at. And some of the kids were laughing, you know, and I oh my god, guys, I was so mad at that point. One of the nicer lunch ladies, she actually like uncrumpled it and she gave it back to me. And, you know, ever since that day, she's really liked me and I've liked her. And some days she would give me like extra lunch here and there. I remember one time I also got in trouble because it was like a red light, and my friend and I were talking, so we had to go sit at like a table with like the mean lunch teacher. And, you know, I didn't really care. I was like, all right, whatever, let's just ignore her and eat our food. So my friend, it was red, and my friend just starts talking to the lunch teacher, and she's like, don't talk to me, the light's red, you can't talk. So he just continues talking about like horror movies, because like he was into like horror movies. I don't know, he was in 4th grade and he was into horror movies at that time. And, you know, the lunch lady actually, like, started like him. She was like, oh, yeah, I've seen that horror movie. I think it was, like, Child's Play with Chucky or something like that. And the lunch teacher just, like, sent him back. And I was the one who was, like, following the rules. I wasn't talking at that time. And she just sent him back, and she gave him extra lunch. Now, that's so cruel. Like, she literally, like, just, like, ignored me, and like I was the only one sitting at that table, and she just left, and she let him go back, and she gave him extra like food. And it was barbecue chicken that day, so I, you know, if I got an extra, you know, I would have been grubbing in that food like a good boy. So that's pretty much it for today. If you guys did enjoy this story, make sure to leave a like, and GG guys. Yeah.